It's time for the KSHB 41 Weather Academy, sponsored by Idea Space KC, powered by the Barstow School.
All right, we are talking frost. How does frost form? Well, during the day, you don't get frost. The sun is heating up the ground. But at night, the best conditions for frost or dew is if it's above freezing, is when you have radiational cooling. That is under a clear sky with a light wind. It allows the heat to escape quickly into the atmosphere and the surface cools off. And so for frost, let's say it's 63 degrees during the day. The temperature when moisture forms, 32. That is called the dew point. The temperature must cool to get to 100% humidity. And of course, if it's below 32, it's frost, not dew. But for simplistic sake, we call it the dew point. So 32 is that temperature. So at night, here we go. Clear skies, a calm wind. There's the temperature dropping like a rock, and it's getting to that dew point there, just above the dew point. And then the temperature cools below the dew point, and as it does, the dew point is forced down. You can't have over 100% humidity, so the moisture that was in the air condenses out on blades of grass, bushes, and it forms frost when it's below freezing. When it's above freezing, of course, it's dew. And so very, very interesting there. Also, sometimes we get frost and temperatures are above freezing. What is that going on there? Well, you can't have frost when it's above freezing. However, temperatures are taken 5 feet off the ground, and air above the surface takes longer to cool down, and the surface cools first and faster. So it could be 35, 36 on the temperature on the thermometer because it's 5 feet off the ground, let's say at a reporting station at KCI, but there's frost on the ground because at the surface, even maybe just a few inches off the surface, it's 30 to 32. So very interesting there. On a freeze, it has to be 32 or lower. Our average first frost date ranges from October 2nd to 7th in northern Missouri to October 11th to 17 around here. We are going to have a late frost. It is a warm start to the fall season. Our average first freeze date is just a little bit after the first frost date, and October 22nd to 31 in Kansas City with October 11 to 21 around that. Pattern is changing. Don't know about an early freeze, but certainly, or a late freeze, but we certainly know it's going to be a late frost here in 2025.
The KSHB 41 Weather Academy, sponsored by Idea Space KC, powered by the Barstow School. Join our Facebook group today.